Imagine a young girl running through the streets of Inglewood, California, carrying dreams so heavy only her heart could bear them. Imagine her stepping into a wrestling ring for the first time, trembling, unsure yet already determined that she would not walk away. The girl would become Kali Armstrong. If you want to see how raw ambition became legacy, stay with me. But first hit subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss a single chapter of this documentary saga. Origins and early life, birth and early childhood. Destiny Brown was born on July 6, 1994 in Inglewood, California. Growing up surrounded by the bustle and grit of Inglewood, a city where opportunity and hardship often walked hand in hand, she learned from a young age that dreams don't come easy. She was not born into wrestling royalty or a family deeply entwined with the sport. Instead, her early years were grounded more in everyday struggle than in glitz or stardom. There are few public details about her family life, largely because she has maintained a relatively private personal history. But it's clear from interviews and profiles that she was a driven child, keenly aware that talent alone would not carry her forward. Family and education. Destiny attended Westchester High School in California, where she began to test her athletic wings. After graduation, she enrolled at Cal State, Fullerton, and later transferred to University of Southern California, USC. At USC, she joined the track and field team, training in athletics, speed, and endurance. Those years were pivotal. They sharpened her physical conditioning, instilled discipline, and taught her what it meant to push past one's limits. But even amidst the grit of track meets and academia, there was a fire in Destiny that yearned for something more, something beyond the timed sprints and stadium lanes. Entering wrestling and the ascent. The spark. How she entered wrestling. The leap from track athlete to wrestler might seem odd, but many wrestlers find athletic backgrounds to be the launching pad. For Destiny, it was no different. She trained under the WWE Performance Center, honing her craft in the world of professional wrestling. Around October 2023, WWE officially signed her. The transition wasn't just physical, it required mastering the theatricality, storytelling, and psychological warfare of pro wrestling. Career beginnings and first steps. Her first televised exposure came September 20th, 2024, when she appeared on NXT Level Up under the ring name Kali Armstrong, losing to Brinley Reese. That match was more than a loss, it was a baptism by fire, a necessary step to announce her presence on WWE's radar. From there, she took part in Early's Evolve brand matches, after WWE revived the Evolve brand. In March 2025, she teamed with Danny Palmer in a tag match, albeit in defeat. But losses are part of the rite of passage. Each fall, each near fall, sharpened her resolve. From there, she took part in Early's Evolve brand matches, after WWE revived the Evolve brand. In March 2025, she teamed with Danny Palmer in a tag match, albeit in defeat. But losses are part of the rite of passage. Each fall, each near fall, sharpened her resolve. The rise to fame. Her breakout moment came on May 28, 2025, in a fatal four-way elimination match involving Wendy Chu, Kendall Gray, and Kylie Rae. In that match, Destiny wrestling as Kali Armstrong last eliminated Kylie Rae to become the inaugural Evolve Women's Champion. The title was officially recognized to have begun that night, though recorded on April 25th. Just weeks later, on July 9th, she defended the Evolve Women's Championship successfully against veteran Natalya, her first title defense. Then on July 15th, she made a splash on NXT, retaining her title versus Carmen Petrovich by disqualification after interference from Jordynne Grace. Her momentum was undeniable. She was being framed in moments as a blue-chip prospect. Rivalries, setbacks, and defining moments. Major rivalries and feuds. Kylie Rae. In that fatal four-way match, Rae was the last obstacle. Their rivalry further simmered after that, in part because Rae eliminated others before facing Armstrong. Wendy Chu and Kendall Gray both were in that championship match and represented threats that Armstrong had to overcome early in her WWE career. Natalya. Defending against a veteran like Natalya added legitimacy and pressure. Carmen Petrovich, Jordynne Grace interference. Her NXT title defense was marred by outside interference, a storyline twist that gave fans emotional stakes. These feuds planted her identity in the minds of fans, not just a rising star, but one tested by fire, tested by seasoned names, and forced to adapt when chaos entered. Championships and iconic matches. Her crowning achievement so far, becoming the first ever WWE Evolve Women's Champion, is historic in itself. Her match that night, eliminating Kylie Rae, remains her signature moment. Defending against Natalya and navigating interference in NXT matches added further texture to her championship reign. While she's early into her championship tenure, these matches already carry weight each defense, a statement that she is not a one-off experiment, but a legitimate force. Struggles, controversies, and setbacks. Because her career is still fresh, there are limited reports of serious controversies or long-term scandals. Yet the challenges she faces are profound. Early losses like her debut and early tag matches could have derailed momentum, but she used them to learn rather than retreat. High expectations being labeled a top prospect can be a double-edged sword. Every mistake is magnified. Interference and storyline heartbreaks, as with the NXT match versus Petrovich, when outside forces intervene, it adds not just risk, but emotional burden. In short, the setbacks she faces are part of the wrestling narrative. She is living, and in many ways, she's navigating them live in front of us. Comebacks, legacy, and impact. Comebacks and highlights. Because she is in an early era of her career, comeback arcs are subtle but real. Each match since her title win becomes a proving ground every interference she overcomes. Every challenge she diffuses is a mini comeback. Her continued presence atop Evolve and her increasing integration into NXT shows WWE's faith in her long-term potential. Overall impact and legacy. Even now, without decades behind her, Kali Armstrong is poised to leave a mark. She broke new ground by being the first. Evolve Women's Champion, a mantle that history will always remember. She represents a bridge between athletic rigor from her track days and wrestling narrative, a model for future athletes who cross disciplines. Her legacy is not yet fully written, but already she serves as a symbol that a relatively unknown athlete with discipline and drive can command the spotlight and carry new championships into the future. If she sustains this, in years to come, she may be spoken of among the women who defined a generation. If her journey moved you, if you believe in the power of grit, the fire of underdogs, and the art of transformation, then join this story. Like this video, comment below, what's your favorite match or moment of Kali Armstrong so far? Share it with fellow fans to spread her story. And subscribe so you never miss the next chapter of her climb, because trust me, you'll want a front row seat. Thank you for watching and welcome to the journey of Kali Armstrong.